Good morning, everybody. It's a sunny, beautiful day. This is Black Hippie Chick. I am in Spring, Texas, and enjoying a lovely walk with my best friend, Max. Max is my grown adult male intact pit bull, and he came to me while I was going through a divorce, and he became my best friend and my companion, and he's given me a lot of confidence, and he's taught me how to trust again. So much of what I post about is related to Max. So I'm gonna turn my camera around so you can see him. This is Max. I am in love with this guy. He has he's brought the sun back into my life, literally, because I have to walk him twice a day. And it's springtime, and it's the most beautiful time of year to be outside, and in the area where I live, anyway. And I live in a beautiful community, so look what I get to do every day. I get to go outside in the sun and walk with my best friend and talk about what's important to me and what's important in my life. So, I have to go to an appointment this afternoon so I can get my criminal background thing from this place called Identigo. And that's the thing that you have to do. You have to get a criminal background, and you have to get an authentication of your college degree when you go to the consulate um, here in Houston in order for you to go to China. So, if those of you who don't know or who are tuning in for the first time, I have been offered a teaching job in China, and I'm documenting that experience here on YouTube from beginning to end. One of the things I'm doing is I'm taking the TEFL test. I found a 120-hour test for like less than $400, and it's in Los Angeles, and it's this coming weekend. So this week I'm going to be studying, or I am studying for this test because I'm flying out to LA to take it. And that being said, that sounds like a pretty heady thing to do. I know everybody is not in a financial position to be able to do that. Not only that, but this is a lot of information to try to cram into your brain. But um, you have to have a TEFL certification at least to be able to teach English to foreign language learners um, abroad. So get that TEFL. The one I'm using, and it's really, really good so far, so good. It's what I love about it is there are no long lessons. It's not like you have to look at a video for 30, 40 minutes until you get to the classroom demonstration, and then you want to do that because you want to see how the actual teaching in the room, in the classroom, is done. So, but the other lessons, the longest one I've seen has been like 5 minutes, and the other ones are between like 2 and 3 minutes for the most part. Hi. No. That's why I got him. How you doing? The guy was just telling me he looks at Max. He said, "Ain't nobody gonna get close to you." I'm like, "That's why I got him. I don't want nobody getting close to me. Don't. Not like that, you know." Um, so yeah, what I'm really proud about, I'm really happy and proud that I have something to do and something to look forward to, something to something to look forward to. Basically, I have something like a big, huge change in my life coming up. I've got opportunities, and I really thrive on things changing. For some reason, I don't like things to stay the same. Probably because I calculated the times I had moved by the time I was 21 years old, and it was 41 times. So, what do they say? A rolling stone gathers no moss. I think I like the lifestyle of being a nomad. And the idea of being a teaching nomad is sexy to me. Like, not in a biological way, but it's like sexy in terms of like, wow, yeah, that's a life I like. That's a life I can live. So The other thing is, I don't have any children. I'm actually going through a divorce right now, so I won't be married. And, even though I have animals, I've found homes for them. I've got property that's just going to generate income. So it's something I can do. I'm not saying everybody just drop everything and run off and teach in China or Africa or wherever it is that you want to go in the world and teach. But what I am telling you is there is no ceiling on your opportunities. If you can think it, you can be it. Good or bad. If you can think it, you can be it. And so mind what you think about. Be careful of what you think about. One of the other things that I have had to deal with is my need for personal forgiveness from individuals that I feel like I've done wrong or whatever, and carrying that around with me. The only thing I can do is be sincerely, honestly apologetic and sincerely regretful of all those ugly things that I've done to people. But there's no requirement to go back and confront. If you can, that would be good, but it wouldn't be a confrontation. It would be a humbling. If you can, that would be good. But you have to be willing to hear some things about you that are not nice. Because if there's been an injury that you created, it did not come from you being loving and kind and sweet. So you got to be willing to own your own shit. You know, you got to be willing to be honest about the shit that you create. My sisters are not talking to me. Why? I don't understand them. I don't know how to communicate with them. Sometimes we get into really shitty situations, and it's easier just to not deal with you, Cynthia. How about that? That's what my sister told me. That's hard. I can't make somebody deal with me. What? You can't just make nobody deal with you. So, yeah, people got other shit going on. It ain't about you. And for a person who ain't got shit going on, they think everything is about them. And the world went and like got itself a life while I was talking about having a life. You know? So, time for me to get me a life. How about that? So this is just my morning rant walk rant. My morning walk rant, walking with my homie Max. We're out here. I have to actually go to California. I have like I said, I have to go to Identico today and do my criminal record thing and get that notarized and everything. And then I have to go to, I have to fly to LA on Wednesday, I think. Yeah, which is, I think, tomorrow. Whose life is this? Mine. And I'm so grateful for it. And thank you, God, for this life that you've given me. Thank you for taking away all my fears and all my doubts about myself. Thank you for allowing me to trust and to hold strong to my faith. Thank you for giving me the gift of this beautiful, lovely, wonderful, what, Max? Dog that I have here, Max. Thank you for Max giving me um, a heart to love. He just came to me wanting love. He didn't want anything else. He was starving. He didn't need anything else. He was sleeping outside. But what he ended up with was keys to the kingdom. So, yeah, it's awesome. Me and my Max. Hey. Mm. Sorry about that, guys. Mm. That's a pretty dog, y'all. I'm so glad that I found him a place to live. And I'm so glad it's with family. And it's somebody who already knows them. And, and he's already met their dogs, so he's familiar with the pack. And, it's going to be an adjustment for him because he's like the alpha and the only. And he's going to go into a house where he's one of like 5 or 6, which is fine. And I say, which is fine. My preference would have been for him to have a home where he's the only dog in the house. But he's going to need so many walks that him having walking buddies, because I don't imagine him going on the kind of walks he and I go on, you know. But I don't know. I don't want to try to create a story for him that is a story that I'm creating for him. I want him to live his own life, just like I'm doing. You know, he came from a place where he was wounded and broken and sad, and all he needed was somebody to love him and take care of him and care about him. And that's exactly where I am in my life. I'm coming from a place of brokenness. I'm going through a divorce. I'm, going through some things with my family. You know, it's a, it's a kind of, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to not be selfish in your thoughts, but you can't be because, just when you feel like complaining and whining about your situation, think about the situation over in other parts of the world. I mean, dude, there's literally an African slave trade going on right now in North Africa. I think it's happening in Libya. African slave trade happening right now with the whole world watching. It's happening right now. hmm So when you think your stuff is bad, you got to think if God has blessed you to be able to have the kind of life that you have, it's only so you can be a blessing to somebody else. And if you're not in a position to be a blessing to somebody else and you have a life that's beautiful, you probably need to think about what your priorities are. I want to be able to teach self esteem and confidence to young black girls through role play, art, poetry, music, theater, performance in general. I want to have wait, which way, babe? Which way? I want music therapy to be coupled with uh, other types of performance therapy to create this environment that allows young women, not just black women, but it's going to cater most most specifically. I want my school to specifically cater to African American kids because I was that very super talented kid, that nobody knew, that I hadn't developed any. I didn't get my skills developed or anything like that. So I ended up just being, this super talented ADHD kid that that had no outlet, and I was super abused. So there was just nothing. There was no there was no way for me to get around my situation because it was what I was born into. And so as I grew up and the artistic side of me continued to develop, I just learned how to get lost inside of it, like what I'm doing now. I used to do these long monologues while I was washing dishes at my house growing up. I used to do whole monologues of stories that I created. And when I did those, it was weird because, ew, it was kind of odd when I did it because at some point, oh my God, it was kind of odd when I did it because I always had these tragedies. It was always a tragedy, I remember when one time I was washing dishes and doing this soap opera, and I was all the characters. So I was, of course, playing the mother, the daughter, and the crying baby at the same time. And it was really cool. But um, I had a line in there. It's like, you gave a baby a whole bottle of sleeping pills? Hello, how are you? Good. So this is one of our this is the last, not the last, but this is winding down our experience together, Max and me, on our walks every day. And it's my heartfelt desire that I will be able to be blessed by these videos when I am overseas because I won't have them anymore. So it's going to be really cool to be able to look on YouTube or whatever I can look on and see these videos and remember our walks together. It'll be nice, I think, um, when I'm on the another side of the world, you know. So I am definitely thinking about having a going away party or a bon voyage party in April on the 20th of this month. And yeah, definitely thinking about having that bon voyage party on the 20th of this month and 420. And once I've done that, then I'm gonna go ahead and let the animals go to where they go, and you know, get ready for the next chapter of my life. I'm so excited. I'm scared, but I'm excited. I'm not scared. I'm just like, oh my God, adventure. I'm an adventure hound, though. So, anyways, just thought I'd get on here and post our walk. I'll be posting our daily walks until I leave. So, hey. So, God bless everybody. Peace, love, and blessings. This is Black Hippie Chick from Spring, Texas, signing out.